Shaw and Partners. This morning's David Bosio. David, good morning.
Morning, Andrew. How are you?
Very good, David. Look, drop in the Aussie dollar overnight, but a decent recovery in the gold price here since you and I last spoke.
Yeah, so it's been a bit of a topsy-turvy few weeks, and 2 weeks ago we saw gold give away over $100 and fell below 1,700, which was a really big drop and quite significant for that market. And I think it really shook out a number of the gold bulls and made me stare into that mirror of reality and question life for a few days. But fortunately, we're back on track, and you know, the gold price has recovered substantially, and couple that with a weaker Aussie and a stronger US dollar in Aussie dollar terms. I think the producers continue to reap the benefits of a very buoyant environment when you talk about gold producers and their margins doing very, very well.
Some positive news here, David, from Newcrest recently, upping their dividend and putting out a strong profit figure.
Absolutely. They came out last night and they recorded a record $1.2 billion profit. So it tells you, the margins are very, very strong. The business is operating very well. And even in this current environment where, it's really important that miners are able to keep a handle on costs, etc., they're doing very, very well and producing exceptional profits. So as a result of that, they're rewarding shareholders with a 40-cent US dividend, which is, again, bring that up to, I think it's around 55 cents per share US for the year, which is a terrific number for them, and showing that obviously they're making a lot of money and they're rewarding shareholders with some of those profits.
How's sentiment towards the smaller end of the market?
Yeah, it feels like we've had, we talked about a lot of, the euphoria around some of the new IPOs and new offers hitting the market. It does feel that the hot money, I guess, and really that euphoric fear of missing out has subsided a little bit. It does feel that there's probably a little bit more selling out there in the general market, and good news is being sold into, and it's a little bit harder out there. But we're still seeing some standout opportunities, especially some of the explorers that are coming out with a lot of activity and good results. They're still being rewarded in the market. So right now it feels like the market's having a bit of a pause, but without any real significant systemic changes or kind of surprises, negative surprises, I still hold the view that I think this market's got a little bit of a way to go.
And what about action as far as M&A? Is there much activity here? What are we seeing?
Yeah, it's interesting. We've talked about that as well. And you look at the producers making a lot of money. They're using up their inventory, so they're producing gold from their resources. How do they take advantage of that next? They're going to have to look for acquisition opportunities to either add to their resources through exploration, or they can buy companies that have already defined good resources. But today we saw in the media Western Areas responding to media speculation about a potential takeover from Independence Group. Now, very, very interesting opportunity. Both companies have now come out publicly to confirm that they have been in discussions, albeit those discussions are not conclusive. So very, very interesting one to watch. And for those who know Independence in Australia, they're now plus $7 billion company. They've really put their foot down on the battery metal space. They've been in nickel for a very long time. They recently sold their Tropicana gold asset, or their interest in that asset. They sold that to Regis Resources, and they're really in a position now to, I think, further make that push into the battery metal space, being nickels, copper, etc. So very interesting to see if this potential acquisition of Western Areas does come to fruition. One to watch.
David, good to catch up. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Andrew.